You got a raise. Asterisk, not a huge one, just enough to make you smile when you saw the number. Asterisk, for a few days, life felt different. Asterisk, you imagined finally getting ahead. Asterisk, maybe building an emergency fund. Asterisk, maybe paying off debt. Asterisk, maybe breathing a little easier every month. Asterisk, then something strange happened. Asterisk, 3 months later, your bank account looked exactly the same. Asterisk, the raise disappeared. Asterisk, not literally. Asterisk, the money arrived. Asterisk, it just never stayed. Asterisk, and that's the moment most people discover a financial trap so common that almost nobody notices it while it's happening. Asterisk, the trap isn't low income. Asterisk, it isn't inflation. Asterisk, it isn't bad luck. Asterisk, it's something far more dangerous. Asterisk, lifestyle creep. Asterisk, the silent force that convinces people they need more money when what they actually need is more control. Asterisk, my name is Nick. And today, we're going to talk about the reason people earning $40,000, $80,000, and even to $100,000 a year often feel equally stressed about money. Asterisk, because the problem isn't always how much you make. Asterisk, sometimes it's what happens after you make it. Asterisk, let's start with a story. Asterisk, meet Ryan. Asterisk, at 22 years old, Ryan landed his first full-time job. Asterisk, he earned $35,000 a year. Asterisk, his apartment was tiny. Asterisk, his furniture came from Facebook Marketplace. Asterisk, his television sat on a folding table. Asterisk, his car made strange noises every time it rained. Asterisk, but something interesting happened. Asterisk, Ryan saved money. Asterisk, not because he was financially brilliant. Asterisk, because he had no choice. Asterisk, there wasn't enough income to support unnecessary spending. Asterisk, every dollar had a job. Asterisk, fast forward 5 years. Asterisk, Ryan now earns $65,000. Asterisk, almost double. Asterisk, objectively, life should be easier. Asterisk, instead, he's stressed. Asterisk, the apartment became a luxury apartment. Asterisk, the used car became a financed SUV. Asterisk, the cheap phone became the newest model every year. Asterisk, the weekend pizza became weekend restaurant trips. Asterisk, the streaming subscriptions multiplied. Asterisk, the monthly expenses expanded to consume every dollar of income. Asterisk, Ryan got richer. Asterisk, his lifestyle got richer. Asterisk, his bank account stayed poor. Asterisk, this is the paycheck illusion. Asterisk, most people believe higher income automatically creates wealth. Asterisk, but income and wealth are not the same thing. Asterisk, income is what you earn. Asterisk, wealth is what you keep. Asterisk, and the gap between those two numbers determines your future. Asterisk, here's the scary part. Asterisk, the human brain adapts incredibly fast. Asterisk, psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. Asterisk, you buy something exciting, a bigger TV. Asterisk, a nicer car. Asterisk, a luxury watch. Asterisk, for a few weeks, happiness spikes. Asterisk, then your brain adjusts. Asterisk, the extraordinary becomes normal. Asterisk, and suddenly you want the next thing. Asterisk, the cycle repeats forever. Asterisk, the problem isn't the purchase. Asterisk, the problem is believing the purchase will permanently improve your life. Asterisk, because permanent happiness is a product nobody can sell. Asterisk, so companies sell upgrades instead. Asterisk, and they're very good at it. Asterisk, think about how often you're told you're behind. Asterisk, your phone is outdated. Asterisk, your wardrobe is outdated. Asterisk, your car is outdated. Asterisk, your kitchen is outdated. Asterisk, your vacation photos aren't exciting enough. Asterisk, entire industries make billions by convincing people that satisfaction is temporary. Asterisk, because a satisfied customer is difficult to sell to. Asterisk, an unsatisfied customer buys again. Asterisk, and again. Asterisk, and again. Asterisk, but here's where the story gets really interesting. Asterisk, let's compare to people. Asterisk, Emma earns $50,000 a year. Asterisk, she saves 20%. Asterisk, Alex earns $120,000 a year. Asterisk, he saves nothing. Asterisk, who becomes financially independent first. Asterisk, Emma. Asterisk, every single time. Asterisk, because wealth isn't created by income alone. Asterisk, it's created by the distance between earning and spending. Asterisk, the person who keeps money wins. Asterisk, the person who spends everything loses. Asterisk, no matter how impressive the salary sounds at dinner parties. Asterisk, now let's talk about debt. Asterisk, because debt is where lifestyle creep becomes dangerous. Asterisk, imagine getting a raise and immediately financing a new car. Asterisk, your income increased. Asterisk, but so did your obligations. Asterisk, the raise wasn't a raise. Asterisk it became a monthly payment. Asterisk then another payment. Asterisk then another. Asterisk soon every future paycheck already belongs to someone else before it arrives. Asterisk the bank owns part of it. Asterisk the credit card company owns part of it. Asterisk the financing company owns part of it. Asterisk and you're left wondering why earning more feels exactly the same as earning less. Asterisk because freedom isn't determined by income. Asterisk it's determined by obligations. Asterisk the fewer obligations you have, the more powerful every dollar becomes. Asterisk this is why some millionaires drive ordinary cars. Asterisk it's not because they can't afford better. Asterisk it's because they understand something most people never learn. Asterisk every expense has two prices. Asterisk the first price is money. Asterisk the second price is freedom. Asterisk and freedom is usually the more expensive one. Asterisk a luxury car doesn't just cost $60,000. Asterisk it costs higher insurance. Asterisk higher maintenance. Asterisk higher registration fees. Asterisk and years of future income dedicated to supporting it. Asterisk the purchase ends. Asterisk the payments continue. Asterisk now here's the good news. Asterisk the solution isn't extreme. Asterisk you don't need to live in a cabin. Asterisk you don't need to stop enjoying life. Asterisk you don't need to become obsessed with every dollar. Asterisk you simply need a rule. Asterisk every time your income increases, save part of the increase before you spend it. Asterisk not after. Asterisk before. Asterisk because money left over gets spent. Asterisk money saved first gets invested. Asterisk and investments eventually do something your paycheck cannot. Asterisk they start working while you're asleep. Asterisk at first the numbers look small. Asterisk then something amazing happens. Asterisk compounding shows up. Asterisk a few thousand becomes 10,000. Asterisk 10,000 becomes 50,000. Asterisk 50,000 becomes 100,000. Asterisk eventually your money begins earning money. Asterisk and that's the moment the game changes. Asterisk most people spend decades chasing larger paychecks. Asterisk a smaller group spends decades building larger assets. Asterisk the first group works harder every year. Asterisk the second group becomes more free every year. Asterisk same economy. Asterisk same opportunities. Asterisk different decisions. Asterisk so if you take only one lesson from this video, let it be this. Asterisk your financial future is not determined by how much money passes through your hands. Asterisk it's determined by how much stays. Asterisk because the biggest financial mistake isn't earning too little. Asterisk it's upgrading your life every time your income upgrades. Asterisk the paycheck